Let's try this store. This is our very delicious clam noodle restaurant. It's very local, but I'm sure it's pretty good. All right, let's try it. Sounds good.
So Blake,
Yeah,
it's nice to finally meet you.
yeah, my pleasure to meet you. too.
Yeah, we've been talking on Hello Talk for a while.
Quite a
And,
while.
Yeah, so it's nice to actually put a name to the face we say.
Face to face.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
meet face to face. Right.
Now can I recognize who is Mark?
Right. So where are we now? We're in what
We are-
city?
We are now in Zhanghua City, a very traditional local clam noodle restaurant.
Okay,
It's
and-
a bit old, but I'm pretty sure it's very delicious.
Okay, yeah, and Zhenghua is about what, 30 minutes outside of Taichung?
Yeah, it's about 30 minutes from Taichung by driving the car, not so far away.
One of the things I love about Taiwanese food is in general, it's pretty fast.
Fast.
Sometimes we order at a restaurant and maybe we have to wait 20 or 30 minutes for our food to come. But
in your country.
right, in my country, right.
Yeah.
But here, usually maybe 5-10 minutes tops you have to wait.
People
Yeah.
need to earn the money.
Right, right. Everybody has to eat very quickly because you've got to go to work and you have to have a quick lunch and just get in and out. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
And almost everything that's cooked in Chinese food is cooked in a wok very fast. Not in an oven very slow.
yeah,
yeah.
maybe.
Oh, well, that was fast. That was really fast. Ooh, and this looks delicious. Oh, wow.
This is a big size.
Oh, God, it smells so good. That looks
I'm
amazing.
I'm glad you said that.
Wow, this
It's-
looks incredible.
Is that what you are expecting?
No, it's not what I was expecting. No, this looks really good. Look, I see shrimp and oysters and
Squid.
clams and squid. There's a little bit of everything in here. That looks amazing. Wow. Yeah, so first I want to try the soup because the soup smells really incredible.
Yeah, let's try a little bit.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it true or just lip service?
No, it's not lip service. It's delicious for sure.
I learned the word from Hello Talk. Lip
Oh
service.
yeah? You learned that on Hello Talk. That's good.
Yeah, from other guy.
When did you start using Hello Talk?
It's about 2 years ago, I think. Almost 2 years. At that time, I met you on the Hot Talk.
That's right.
Almost that time.
So you grew up in Changhua.
Yeah.
And what's your job? What do you do here in Taiwan?
Yeah, I'm a programmer now. I'm a software team manager in a company. Yeah.
Okay. Software. I think that there's a lot of jobs in Taiwan for technology.
Yeah, especially our country, Taiwan. Yeah, it's many computer science people.
If you had to tell somebody coming to visit Taiwan,
Yes.
what are the most important words that somebody should learn when coming to Taiwan?
If you want to say hello to people, in Chinese it's 你好.
Right.
Ni hao.
So I think that's the one word that almost everybody learns when they first start learning Chinese is ni hao.
Right.
The tones are so unique and interesting in Mandarin, and I think that's the thing that scares so many people when they're learning Chinese. Scares many Westerners because it's pretty difficult for us to try to learn how to use a tonal language. I remember somebody explained to me that I was eating dumplings, and they said that the dumplings were called shui jiao,
水饺.
but I didn't pronounce it correctly, and I said shui jiao.
Oh.
And they explained to me that shui jiao is sleep, and shui jiao is dumplings.
Right.
And-
睡觉 is sleep.
Right. So if you say 我要水饺,
对，
that's
我要
I
睡觉.
want
Dumpling.
dumplings. But 我要睡觉.
I want to go to
I
bed.
want to go to bed, right. So
Right.
it's important how you pronounce things. But I still think that it's not as bad as many people think. I think so many people are scared to learn Chinese because they think it's too difficult. But I think it just takes a little bit of practice, to learn. for me, learning the numbers 1 through 10 was really helpful.
Right.
Because it helped me to figure out the tones, you know. And you'll hear 1, 2, 3 here all the time because people take pictures.
Yeah.
San.
Yeah.
And so you hear that at least. And you can't just say san. That's not right, you know.
Not
you have
right.
to make sure you say it with the right tones.
Yeah, I think it's the most important part. If you learn Chinese, you need to be very careful about the tone.
The tones, right, yeah. Well, if you're not careful, you might say something bad that you don't know.
And make others misunderstand.
Right.
Yeah, the second thing, people would put excuse me in front of the sentence. In Chinese, is 不好意思.
Right, I've heard that many times since I've been here.
Yeah,
it seems like
everybody.
it's the same thing that we use for excuse me.
Right.
And we use it to get somebody's attention. We use it if we need to get by someplace. We use it if we bumped into somebody accidentally. So, and I think I've seen that here all the time. It's 不好意思.
Right, correct. Yeah, it usually almost 100% the same thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me see if I can get through 1 through 10.
No problem.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10.
Almost perfect.
Almost perfect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Okay, all right.
I'm sure it's pretty good for
Yeah.
a foreigner.
People will understand me?
No problem.
Okay, well that's
problem.
good. Yeah. First thing I will say about Taiwan is this is one of the nicest countries you can possibly visit. Everybody here is nice and helpful. And no matter what happens, you don't need to be concerned if you don't really know the language. People will help you anyway.
Right,
You know?
correct.
I find that really fascinating about Taiwan is not only is it a very safe country, you've got a very low crime rate. You can walk pretty much anywhere at any time and there's no crime to worry about. But it's also a place where if you're lost, somebody will see you're lost and they won't even wait to see if you ask them. They'll ask you, do you need help? And even if they don't speak English, they will ask you. You know, they'll try to help you.
Yeah, by gesture. Maybe.
Right, by gesture, that's right. They'll
Yeah.
try to figure out some way to help you, and I think that's amazing. And I think that's
We
one.
should encourage people to come to visit Taiwan.
Right, we
more.
should, because that's again something I think that people think, oh, Taiwan, that's too
Far
strange
away.
and too far away and too different. But the people are so genuinely nice and helpful here that I really feel like you shouldn't be worried to come to Taiwan. It's a safe place, it's a beautiful place, the people are so friendly, the food is amazing. The only thing I will say is this is not the place to come if you're on a diet because there's too much delicious food.
Like this restaurant.
Yes, like this restaurant and the famous beef noodle soup, 牛肉面.
牛肉面. Yeah.
The dumplings and the noodle dishes and the rice dishes, the lunchbox meals, the afternoon lunchbox meals. It's all so delicious, and it's, you know, a little difficult not to overindulge, to have too much, you know. Tell me something more about Hello Talk. Tell me, what is something that you learned, not about English, but just about people from Hello Talk.
Yeah, people from Hello Talk is from all over the world. I think it's the best tool in App Store. The tool is very convenient to use. Help me to translate, to correct between sentence.
Right, that's one of the things I love about Hello Talk is that you're not only talking to people, but when you talk to them, if your English isn't perfect or your Chinese isn't perfect, somebody can correct you.
Right.
You know, and show you what the correct way would be.
That is the best part I found from Hello Talk.
Yeah, me too. I think that that's one of the best parts too.
Yeah, and the second part, it can record audio clips and send it to your friend.
Right, and you can translate those too.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is really, really amazing. I mean, the technology that we have now really makes language not a barrier anymore. You know, it used to be that 20 years ago, if I wanted to have lunch with a guy from Taiwan,
It's impossible.
it would be really difficult.
Difficult.
It would be
Yeah.
really difficult because the language barrier would be too great. But now, you know, there's so many different ways to learn English and to learn languages all over the world, like Hello Talk. I feel like more people should try it. More people should try to realize that it's so much easier now to contact people from all around the world and have a conversation and learn something new about their life and their culture and their language.
Right.
Yeah.
100% agree.
One thing that I noticed about Taiwan that I think is different than mainland is the way you say bye-bye.
Bye
Here.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Yeah, here you just say bye-bye.
Yeah.
But in mainland, I think people more often will say 再见. Yeah.
再见 is quite formal.
Right. I've heard it here a few times, but not often. Almost everybody here just bye-bye.
If you are in a very official, formal situation, yeah, you would use that word, 再见.
Right.
Yeah, 再见.
But it's just kind of interesting because it's again one of those words. It's like, oh, okay, no problem. We can say bye-bye.
No problem.
Easy. Yeah, that's easy.
It's
We
almost-
know that. So here's another one that's important to know. Delicious. 好吃. 好吃.
好吃.
Right? And you just have to make sure you get those tones right, right?
Correct.
好吃. Right. And it's interesting though because again the sound of this we would write it as CHI, but it's actually more like almost a CHIR with the tongue on the inside of your mouth. 吃.
吃.
Right. But we don't really have that sound in English.
Right.
So it's kind of unique and you have to practice a little bit to get comfortable with that sound in your mouth.
First tone, 吃, like this bowl of noodle.
And I think
好吃.
it's right. This is delicious, so you could just say 好吃, right? And then I know that you can actually use that same idea to say smells good, right? Could you say 好香?
好香. Right.
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 Smells good.
Smells
Or
good.
Sounds good. 好听,
好听.
right?
好吃.
So it's
好
kind
香.
of a good way to learn how to say the senses, you know, the different senses. Taste,
Yeah.
smell,
Yeah.
sound. Yeah.
Actually, you can put 好 in every kind of verb.
Right.
好
So
吃, 好
looks
看, 好
good.
听,
Right.
好
How
闻.
kan. Right. Good. And in China or in Taiwan, I think that sometimes people are scared to go order food because they don't know if there's going to be an English menu or anything. But I've found that if you can, if you only know the words just for point, you know, just saying that, you know,
Yeah.
so 这个.
这个.
Right. If you can just say point at something and just say 这个, 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 that's good enough, and they'll give you the
Yeah.
food.
I wanted this, this,
That's right.
this,
That's
this.
right. So sometimes I think that that's enough, at least. And sometimes the menus, maybe they don't have English, but they have pictures.
Yeah. So you can
So
see the
you could just
picture
point at the picture, 这个,
to order.
to order. Right. Yeah. I think that makes things a lot less scary for foreigners who go into a restaurant and they're having to learn how to use chopsticks for the first time, and they're looking at a menu that is not in English at all. So I
Yeah.
think it can be a little bit scary sometimes for us, but I think just pointing to things is usually enough
Yeah.
to order in most restaurants here. Well, I'm pretty full. This was far bigger than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It
it's
is
pretty
bigger than
delicious. Well, Blake, I
Yeah.
really had a good time here, and I'm really glad we finally got to actually meet.
Yeah.
Again, that's something that I hope that more people on Hello Talk will try to do is make friends on Hello Talk, meet somebody from
friends.
another country, and then see if you can actually go there. You know, either invite them to your country or go to their country and make a friendship, a real connection, and experience the food, the culture, the music, the language firsthand. You know, do it and have those great experiences with somebody that you've made a friendship with.
Right.
That really makes the whole experience much better. Instead of being a tourist, you're a friend. You know, that's a much better experience.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to more delicious Taiwanese food. And I
Anytime.
hope- yeah. Maybe we'll have
Maybe
another
next weekend.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yeah, we
Yeah.
can maybe get together and go
It's
to another one of your favorite
like
places.
a dumpling.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love dumplings.
Yeah.
I eat so many, I'm gonna look like a dumpling soon.
Dumpling is good here.
Yes. 好吃.
好吃.
Right.
Delicious.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Blake.
You're welcome anytime.
All right.